Welcome back to Gold Rush Hard Mode, guys. I'm going to try this again. So this is my second take on this episode because when I was doing it the first time, it like bugged out and it was just skipping days over and over and over and over again. Like I'd be able to move for 2 or 3 seconds and it would skip a day, and I'd move for 2 or 3 seconds and it would skip a day again. I don't know what was going on, but we're going to try this over. So let's see. From day 6, I ran the rest of day 6, did a clean out, gave the claim owner his cut. I had right around 250,000. And then day 7, I kept digging because 250,000 wasn't quite enough, and I dug out a big part of that middle part of the back claim back there. So we are really seriously running out of dirt here, which means we need to get to tier 3. So that's the plan for today. And then I am going to go over here and sell. We're going to keep the big excavator around because we're going to need it. I'm going to go ahead and put this away in our little hut over here. So there's no reason to leave it. We're going to be skipping to the end of winter. So we're just going to throw this in here. And you notice my tier 2 is already on the sell pad. I'm going to be very happy to see that thing go away. I thought about transporting this off the claim, but that costs money. And even if it is transported off the claim, it's still get workers for it. So it doesn't really matter, honestly. We're just going to put it in the shop here to save us the transport cost. Okay. And we're going to sell all of our tier 2 plus all of our repair parts. Now, when I said I had breakdown after breakdown on day 7, I meant breakdown after breakdown. Everything just went nuts on day 7. I mean, just breakdown after breakdown after breakdown. So we're going to go ahead and sell all this. Gives us another 3 grand. Now, another reason I want to do that is because I don't want mobile wash plant workers. So we're going to come over here. We're going to unlock workers. And I do still have my hog pan over there, right? Which is fine because we need a couple hog pan workers. So we're going to just leave that there, unlock workers, and we should get some hog pan. We'll probably get some excavator workers too. We'll probably get a lot of excavator workers. Unlock workers. Good deal. And somebody wants to work for us. Good deal. He's a hog pan container. Good. So we got our first hog pan. When we get our second one, we'll sell our hog pan. Now let's see if this doesn't go nuts this time. No sales. That's another thing. I really thought there'd be sales every day. There's not. Try this again. Small excavator, water pump filter. Somebody wants to work for us. All right. Still not a sale that we want, but okay, we got our 2 hog pans. So I'm going to sell. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this top part of this hog pan here and sell that. That'll get that off the claim, and we shouldn't get any more hog pan workers. I don't think we need to sell the bottom parts. I can't remember. I just really hope that what happened last time doesn't happen this time. I don't want to have to like do this whole video over again. Okay, hog pan is sold. We should no longer get hog pan workers. So what we need to do, let's hop in the truck. Need to go to town. We need 2 duplex jig workers. There's 2 different sluices. STJ, I think. We need 2 of those, and then I don't know. The other one, TDJ maybe? I don't know. That one we only need 1 of, but we need workers for all of those. Those are the workers I consider, absolutely imperative. But what we're going to do is we're going to rent these. Now, the worker system, let's talk about that a little bit. So, because we have to unlock workers, I feel like if we have to unlock workers, there should be like 20 random workers available for us because I really don't like doing this. I feel like I'm kind of cheating the game by doing this. But if we're not, I mean, if we didn't have to unlock workers and workers were available right from the start, I would be okay with this system, right? But because we actually have to pay to unlock workers, I would like to see just like 20 random workers, sorry, Trick, available for us right as soon as we unlock the workers. But that's not the way it works, so. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to rent one of these. These are expensive. 2,000 a day just to rent it. That's crazy. And we have to transport that to the claim too, which costs money. A order. Okay, so we need 2 of these workers. So go back to the claim and get 2 of these. Here, while I'm here, I'm just going to show you that because I'm going to do the same thing. For this sluice box, I need 1 worker. For this sluice box, I need 2 workers. For the duplex jig, I need 2 workers. So I'm probably just going to pause the video here. I'm not going to show you guys all of this, but I will show you the first worker we get. But I'm going to pause the video at some point and show you, basically, so you guys understand the concept. I'm sure most of you guys already know this. But like I said before, I really don't like doing this. This is something I feel like I have to do, right? But I'm probably going to pause the video here, and then I'll come back after we get all the workers we need, guys. All right, guys, so we got our 2 duplex jig workers now. And this took quite a while, actually. So, but I want to show you these. The hog pan sluice boxes have their own workers. I didn't know that. But I've sold the other 2 hog pan sluice boxes too. But I got 2 hog pan sluice box workers and 2 hog pan container workers. So I didn't know that they had separate workers for this. We have 2 excavators and 2 duplex jigs. So we're going to sell the duplex jig. We're also 8 days to winter. This took longer than I expected just to get rid of that, and we used a lot of money running these jigs. So that was not what I wanted, but hopefully it works out. I'm not sure what the prices at the end of the season are, but I know they are a lot less than they are on the first day of the season. So it should still work out. I just don't know exact numbers. I'm very hopeful, though. And we just need 2 more. We need to do this 2 more times, basically. We need it for one of our sluice boxes. Or 2 different sluice boxes. Right up against it. There. Stay there. Good. That should still sell. Yes. Okay, I got rid of that one. Back to... We have to go to town and get our next box. See, now that that's not on the claim, we won't get a worker for that anymore. That's something I didn't explain earlier. If something's on the claim or if something's in your machine storage, you will get a worker for it. But if it's not on the claim, you won't get a worker for it. So by getting rid of that, we eliminated the idea that we're going to get another duplex jig worker. So this is how we control which worker we get, essentially. I guess I didn't do a good job of explaining that earlier, but that's why we're doing it one piece at a time to make sure we get the workers we want. There's 2 different sluice boxes. I can't remember. I always get the names mixed up. But the next one we need 2 different workers for this specific sluice box that we're going to get next. And you know, I'm on my last set of tires. Before I do that, let's go over here. I'm on my last set of tires. I'm going to need 2 more tires here. These are not going to last very long, especially me running over stuff. There's something else I want to show you in here too. I noticed this. Okay, so they close that door, which I think I showed you that before, but if not, it makes the frame rates here. You don't get the dip. I mean, you still get a dip. Look, I dropped down to like 70, 80. Right? So you still get the dip, but it's not that bad. Not as bad as it was before. But here's the thing I wanted to show you here. There is an ATV they put in the game. You can't actually see it, though. But you can buy it. Now, it's bugged, obviously, so I don't want to buy it. Right? I'll let them fix the bug first. But even if I could afford it, I wouldn't buy it right now. But that's kind of where we're at with that. We are going to need, though, 1 more generator. I know I'm going to need this. And then I want some cables. I've never used the little extra. Normally I would just get these 5mm, and we're going to get them. We get 4 of those. Now, because we're using a little X, I'm thinking we might need these little shorter ones. So I'm going to grab those. And then I'm going to grab 2 tires too. Because we could blow a tire any minute and I don't have a spare. Order all that. And load it up. These cables are so annoying. They like to break. They break all the time. Or, well, I'm just not good enough with the excavator to finesse it the way I should. But anyway, they break a lot. Alright, so let's go rent our next thing that we're going to get workers for. Now, thankfully, these are actually cheap. So we need 2 of these. We need 2 workers for these. So we're just going to rent one. X for rent. I think it's even cheap to transfer to the claim, too. $29 a day. And it's only $125 to move it to claim. Good deal. So we should be okay gold-wise now. I hope. Let's see what's the price of this. So it's 8 days to winter. That's 172,000. Now the last day of winter, I think that's more like 100,000. All right. So it goes down a lot. And we'll head back to the claim. All right, so I'm going to put this stuff away, and I'm going to skip back to. I'm going to skip days again to get the 2 workers we need. So when we get those 2 workers, I will come back. I'm going to pause it here, guys. All right, so we got our 2 TGJ guys, and we got another excavator in between. But that's all right. So we got our 2 TDJ guys, and we need 1 more. So I'm just going to go over here, sell this one again, and then go grab the other one. So I'm going to pause it here again and come back. Okay, so we haven't got the last worker we wanted. We got excavator workers like 3 times in a row now. So we might not get this last one, but the trommel went on sale for 25% off. So it's definitely time to go to town and get the trommel, and we only got 2 days left to skip, so I don't think we're actually going to get the worker that we need for that. Assuming we won't, actually. But let's go grab the trommel, we'll come back, we'll skip, we'll see if we get the worker, and then we'll go on the 1 day to permafrost, we'll go buy all the rest of the stuff that we need. But this 25% discount on the trommel now is actually a great thing. Pretty sure it'll be cheaper than it would be on the last day. Almost certain. But you'll notice, we'll look at the prices here, you'll notice how much the prices went down on everything. and it will go down a little bit more. So definitely snowing here in Haynes. Water's frozen over. Not that it matters to us right now. Plus, it would be very hard digging if we were trying to dig right now. Ground's frozen. Okay, the trommel is only 17,000. Excellent. So we are definitely getting that. We want to buy it. We're not going to transport it to the claim. That saved us about $4,000, $5,000. Pretty sure. We'll look again when we come back and see what it is without the sale. But I'm sure that saved us several $1,000s, at least 3,000, maybe 4,000, maybe 4 to 5,000. Would have been nice if that was actually the front loader. It'd be perfect if we get a front loader sale. Front loader sale would save us a huge amount of money. Front loader, even at the end of the season, is like 100 grand at least. So if we get 25% off that, that'd save us 25,000, which would be awesome. That'd be enough to buy one of the duplex jigs with you. Probably not going to get that lucky though. Never say never. Getting even one piece, I'm happy with. Although I really do wish it had been the shaker or the big loader, or the front loader. And like I said, I'm pretty sure we're not going to get that last worker we need, we got one today, which was an excavator worker again. So I don't think we'll get another worker, but we'll try. Bulldozer, nope. No worker though. All right. So 1 day to permafrost. I'm going to save here. I do not want things to go crazy. First time I recorded this is when it started going nuts. First time I recorded this, though, we got all the workers we need, so it's really kind of a shame that we're not this time. But it is what it is. We were short one worker. Still, converting. And let's go buy everything. We're not going to transport it over till the first day. Those save points are not bad. I mean, they've gotten so much better than they used to be, but they're still just kind of ridiculous to freeze like that. I really wish they could figure that out. But then again, since I can't even figure out the quad that they just added to the game, I can't really say too much, I guess. I'm glad the game works as well as it does, I guess. Okay. Now, our front loader, 105,000 versus like the 180 it was earlier, right? But we definitely want that. We're going to add that. We already got the trommel. We need the shaker. 69,000. Excellent. Add that. Now we need one of these. And we're actually buying it this time, not renting it. We need one of these, and we need two of these. Okay, how much is all that going to cost? Only 176. Excellent. That leaves us 93,000. Sell this to only 32. Okay. I think we can afford both duplex jigs, which is kind of amazing. I didn't expect to actually be able to afford these. I didn't realize the price went down this much. I mean, I knew it went down. I just didn't expect that. That still leaves us with 30-some thousand. $31,300. Now we need the big water. We don't need it, but I want the big water pump. Actually, let's see real quick. It's 14. Guessing the big Jenny's like 30. 35, okay. We don't need those yet, but we'd like those. All right, diesel water pump. I can't believe we were able to get the duplex jigs. I'm extremely happy about that. We have a whole full tier 3. Now we need... We don't need this, but we want this, and it's only 7,200 right now. Yeah, last day of permafrost is definitely the way to go. Now these we need 2 of. These we need 2 of. These we need 2 of. And 8 of these. That is a full tier 3. Well, not quite, but it's close. You know what? I should have put the mats in it. Shame I had to sell the one that we had on the claim, but it's really a shame we didn't get that last worker, you know? I know we'll get one eventually, but man, I really would have liked to have had it to know that I got it so I don't have to wait like a whole nother season to get one. So we're actually going to get full tier 3 cleanouts, but we still need the rock truck. We still need the big excavator. We still need the hopper and the hopper feeder or conveyor system or whatever they call that. But the rock truck will definitely be our next purchase. So once we have the money for the rock truck, you'll see why once we get to digging. Man, digging with just the front loader is a pain. On snow, I can leave the differential locked in, guys. At least it should be able to. why this water pump? We could feed, I think we can feed tier 3 with the little water pumps, well, with the fuel trailer anyway, and we're still going to have to use the fuel trailer even with this water pump, right? But later on, once we get to the water tower, we can fill the water towers up with this water pump. So that's the main reason I buy this water pump. It's because you can't even feed, I think maybe you can do tier 4 with this, but you can't do tier 5. I'm not even sure you can do tier 4. I know you can do tier 3 with it, but probably tier 4. But anyway, the reason for this water pump, though, is because you can fill the water tower and not have to pay for water. You can just hook this pump up, leave it run. Now, water power is way off for us. We're way away from that, needing that. And we're going to leave you right there. I don't think anything on these breaks, but we're still going to take it out and just toss it over here for now. You got a lot of setup to do. Okay. All right, time to go to the motel and end our season. Left with 23 grand. I got to tell you, it's a big relief to get those jigs. No doubt about it. Big relief. I really thought we'd be working to get the rock truck and then working to get the jigs. But instead, we're just going to be working for the rock truck, the hopper, and the hopper conveyor. So, and the big gen and the big fuel tank, which will both be nice, but not necessary, not something we need right away. But the main thing is our next step though is definitely the rock truck. Then after the rock truck, I want to save up to 300 grand to make sure that we can get the next claim before we start buying anything else. So we got a lot of stuff to do yet. And I got to remember how to get to the motel. I'm pretty sure it's this way. Nah, I really hope I don't blow a tire either because don't want to deal with that. Go this way. Take this little service road. I don't know how many yards we ran. I know we only got somewhere around 600 ounces of gold all in. But I wonder how many yards we actually ran. Suppose we'll park in the parking lot, right? Why not? We'll park right here. I wonder how many yards we had to run to get. It'll tell us here. In the season? Somebody wants to work for me. Great. All right, so we got 600 ounce, 613.88 ounces of gold, 30,000 yards. We had to process 30,000 yards to get 600 ounces. Tier 2 is horrible. I hate Tier 2. 8528 of magnetite. That's also terrible. And we averaged 8 ounces an hour. That's actually great. Right? If you could average 8 ounces an hour in real life, that'd be amazing. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. All right, we are going to go and transfer everything over to the claim, and then we'll have to set it up with the little excavator. Then we'll have to transport the little excavator off to get the front loader on. I thought about buying that slot, but that's like 20 grand. So if we did that, we wouldn't be able to transport everything back. So we're going to have to do it that way. So I guess I should explain that. You saw how I put everything in that building. I did that because if you don't, every part on every machine breaks. So you want everything in that building before winter. Like I said, the only thing I didn't put in there was the buckets. And like I said, I didn't think the buckets blew up. And they didn't seem to, so that's good. You know what I didn't buy, though? I didn't buy the hoses for that big water pump. All right, so let's see. We want the trommel, the shaker, the sluice, yeah, the sluice, and jigs. $5,200. Ouch. We're back to being about broke, and I just realized I do have to go buy all the hoses and everything for this. And I'm sure I won't have enough hoses or everything back at the yard either, so we'll probably have to come back and, or I'll come back off camera probably and make some trips here. All right, so we need 2 of these. You need 1 of those. That's it. How much is all that? That's not too bad. Water's flowing good. We don't use the lights much because we're only running during the day, right? That's the plan anyway. Just run until 1800 before it gets dark. Ooh, I gotta stop running those over. Running those over really does hurt your tires. I did test that actually. I like checked my tires, ran over a couple of those, checked them again, and it took like 10% off my tires. So I really got to stop hitting those. I'm glad we haven't blown a tire. We were really close to blowing. Like the rear tires are both ready to go, and the front tires are getting close too. So we actually need a couple more tires. Actually, should have thought about that while I was there. We do have 2 over here in the building though. All right, all of our stuff here is on the claim, guys. So need to get the big excavator out. We need to hook all this up. We need to get a lot of stuff out of storage. But I think this is where we're going to end this episode. So we bought all of Tier 3. We're ready to set up. Next episode, we're going to set it all up. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.